Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Banter Bros podcast. I am Minnie,
And I'm Damien.
and yeah, we're the Banter Bros. We every episode's gonna be a little bit different. We talk about different topics every single episode, ranging from our first episode, conspiracy theories, to why the sky is blue. It can be anything. We switch back and forth between topics. And between hosts, me and Damien. I am the host of this episode, and Damien will be the host of next week's episode, and we will keep switching back and forth. Eventually, we hope to have some of our friends come on. Actually, our friend Sean, shout out to Sean, he said that he would like to be on an episode, so...
Let's make him the first. Chase was going to be almost a surprise one last week. But,
yeah.
Didn't end up happening.
Yeah, no. But yeah, no, Sean would like to come on and be a part of one of the episodes, so we're going to have to wait until he gets back from college or goes on break or something like that, obviously.
Right.
Because he is a college boy. But yeah, so I like to start off episodes with just a little bit of talk about our week, our month, however, maybe just new things that are going on in our life, if there's anything new. So yeah, we'll just start it like that, Damien. So how's your week been? Anything, any new events, any new occurrences?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going from the Red Oak store to I'm moving to the Waxahachie store now. I will be there, I think it was Friday and Saturday. I'll be opening. I'm a little worried about going to that store because it's like coming from our store, we're all laid back in slacks because we don't have really a lot. They literally have like $8,000 days. Like they make a lot of money over there at that store. So it's going to be definitely a little change of pace for me, but hopefully I can just pick it up. I don't want to stay there too much longer. I'm kind of getting too deep into it, but I want to get really far as far as I can get, like in a store. I don't want to go like corporate or anything, but I'll definitely work as long as I can. And
so you can put it on your resume.
Yeah, just put it on my resume.
That's always a good idea.
Right.
I heard what I heard about the Waxahachie store. Jacob was telling me today that it's very the females there are very snaky.
I won't say any names because I know plenty of names. But the one of the managers that's there now, I've heard mixed about it. I heard she's great. She's amazing. She's just really into the books. And then Jacobs was telling me she's horrible. She'll hate your guts. And I'm like, it seems like everywhere you go, buddy, that people hate you. And I'm like,
I mean, I don't know. From what I've seen from Jacob, I think he's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, he's calmed down right now because we're literally his last time. If we say one thing, he's fired. Like, for real. As soon as Ray leaves, he's in clear waters for a really long time until someone else says something. And then they're going to be like, because they already had this problem apparently they had a problem with it at Waxahachie, and they're, I'm not going to get into it anymore. I don't need to be talking about that on the podcast. But, yeah. I mean, we're moving to the Waxahachie store. I'm going to have a little fun there. Yeah, it's a little bit of change. It's only a little bit more drive from, Red Oak to Waxahachie, but, that's
we don't need to be revealing our location.
Man, I'm cool with my location where I live. Like, what's it? Jason Aldean said, try that down south or something like that.
Try that on a small town. Yeah,
try that in a small town.
Yeah, no, just we don't want our thousands and millions of fans to come knocking at the the door.
I watch Two Turn Tony. I think you know who he.
You've shown me some videos,
yeah. But he like people know where he lives and they'll just drop shit off at his house. Like he's been dropped off like ducks, turtles.
He's lucky. The thing is people like
they did a Ronald McDonald's head.
Markiplier. There are people that hate Markiplier, and he's like one of the most liked people on planet Earth. He's only done good things. There's not a bad thing to be said about him, and people will make videos about it. Like there's a video that's out there somewhere that someone edited together of him saying the N-word. Yeah. And it's like people hate. But my thing is if you're that famous and you release your address, there are going to be people who want to do something like rob you, hurt you, something along those lines. People are crazy, dude.
Yeah. Well, I'm not giving out no specific address.
Yeah, no,
but you can find me out in this city.
I'm just fucking around because, well, we're not, we have a total.
Everyone that knows, everyone is listening pretty much right now is just who we know.
Well, I wouldn't say that because I don't know 30 or 40 people, and that's our total view count right now on both videos is 40.
Nice.
Total, not for both. Like
Yeah.
that's combined, 40 combined. We have
Nice.
30 on one, and then like another like 5 or 10 on the other.
Right.
But yeah, no. Me, nothing's really changed. Still getting the car. Still working on getting the car. And that's, I mean, basically, I'm still getting the new job. I'm my last week at this place. It's basically just been the same. I've been thinking a lot about going to a trade school, but that's later. That's later on down the line after I get vehicle and some other shit figured out. But yeah, that's nothing's really different. Just been. Oh yeah, I was playing Alan Wake 2. I don't know if you've heard about that game. It's a horror game. But it's a lot of it's a lot of fun. It's about a writer and all this stuff. I definitely recommend playing it. It's a very fun game. I don't really like horror games like that, as you know, but that one's really fun. And actually, it almost had me shitting my pants at one point. Oh, dude, it was. And it's funny because Hunter and Roman watch me play because on PlayStation you can like in the party you can stream your screen so your party members can watch what you're doing. And yeah, they were watching me, and they would just every time I fucking got jump scared, they fucking started just dying laughing. It's a really fun game. I really enjoy it. So I was playing it before, and I took a little break to play Mountain Blade Bannerlord because that came out on the PlayStation Plus, and I was like, I really want to play this game. But wanted to play that game for a minute, so I took a little bit of a break. But now I got back into it, and it's a lot of fun. I'm getting close to the end. And I'm, of course, playing on the hardest difficulty. Yeah, and it's funny.
That's you.
It's funny because Hunter and Roman, they're like, dude, I don't like, because I'll open boxes and shit on the hardest difficulty because it's a horror game and you have guns and stuff, sort of like Resident Evil-esque. And you have to find resources on the hardest difficulty. Resources are a lot harder to find, and enemies do so much fucking damage. It's just absolutely insane.
Yeah, you can't get hit.
And so I'll be opening boxes, and nothing will be in there. And the Hunter will be like, "You gotta love the hardest difficulty," and I'm like, "Yeah, I fucking love it. I have 5 bullets, and there's 10 enemies right in front of me. I don't know what I'm gonna do."
Right.
But no, it's a really fun game. I've really been enjoying it. But yeah, no, I believe that's enough for the little bit of a jibber jabber we just went through. So the topic for today, which I've been
still don't know.
yes, I have a fun episode
I
planned.
thought you were gonna slip up when people were asking. They were like,
no,
what's the topic?
I don't slip up.
I know you don't, yeah.
When I'm hiding things, I hide things. I don't.
Yeah, I can't hold hot water.
No, you can't. No, you cannot. That's why when Jacob was telling me, like, you gotta, because I know this is off topic and going back to the Waxahachie thing, he was telling me that he was telling you, like, you gotta watch what you say and watch what you do, because they will, there are some snitches over there. And I was like, oh, Damien's fucked.
Yeah, dude, I really am.
Because I hate to say it, but Damien cannot keep his mouth shut.
No, I'm like... They're like, what happened? I'm like, I got 4 different angles. God damn it. I'm fucking bad.
Yeah, but okay. So today's topic, have you heard of the, I don't know if it's like a game. I feel like it's more of like a debate thing. It's called Devil's Advocate.
I think so. I think
it's also a movie. I don't know if you've seen the movie. But no, so Devil's Advocate is basically where one person takes a stance and the other person has to take the opposite stance, no matter what it is. So if I say the sky's blue, you're the devil's advocate. You have to try and argue and make reason that the sky is not blue.
Yeah.
Like you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
No matter what it is, even if you disagree with your own standing, you have to take the opposing viewpoint.
Right.
And we're gonna switch back and forth. I have some topics. I had them written down, but I believe I've got them committed to memory. I might make some up on the fly if we run out. But no, it's going to be really fun. We're going to switch back and forth being devil's advocate. You're going to start, obviously, first, devil's advocate.
Great.
Yeah. And I feel like we'll have some fun. I'm trying to.
So let me get this straight. I have to, like, you're gonna give me a topic, and then I'm gonna have to try to prove. To you that
Yeah.
it's not
If
right.
I say the sun is hot,
Yeah.
you have to try and like argue that the sun is not hot.
No, that shit's cold, dude.
Exactly, like
That
that.
shit's
Yeah,
cold
yeah.
as water,
so,
bro.
So yeah, like that. Exactly. So I'm trying to stay on lighter, topics. We're not going to dive into anything like super controversial or anything like that. If y'all would like us to, then we can. Just not trying to, get canceled on the third episode. That's not exactly the best idea.
Right.
So, the first topic that you will be the devil's advocate on is, I'm just gonna start with a easier one. We'll start with a pretty light one, and it's going to be about adultery. I believe that adultery is wrong and it damages a marriage. You have to take the stance that it is good. It can actually help a marriage.
Oh, this is easy. This is easy.
So, I believe that obviously adultery is wrong. It is not good for a marriage at all. You should not be sleeping with anybody else. Even if you think about it, you should remove it from your head. You shouldn't even be thinking about sleeping with another person when you're married, especially if you have kids. It does nothing for you. It's not good at all.
Yeah.
Monogamous relationships work better than any other relationship, and that's proven through the history of time. Monogamy is great. And we're not talking about like polygamy or anything like that. Polygamy is consenting. We're talking about a marriage that the husband or the wife goes and they sleeps with another man or woman without their partners knowing. So I just like to hear you tell me why adultery would be okay or good and actually help a marriage.
It would help a marriage. I think this. All right. This is where I'm gonna start digging. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, and I'm glad my wife doesn't really listen to these. But I'm gonna tell you right now. Open relationships, bro. Man and women, not just saying one side. Like not just saying like only the man can sleep around or only the woman can sleep around. Both. I'm talking full-on swinger relationships. There are families, there are people out there that are born from swinger families. And
most of those relationships fail. I'm not saying all.
I'm not saying no.
But I'm saying majority of those relationships fail. And plus, we're not talking about swingers. We're not talking about open relationships. Once again, we are talking about adultery.
Yeah.
Specifically adultery. That's not adultery.
What do you mean that's not adultery?
No, both parties.
You're still cheating.
No, both parties are consenting.
Yeah, they're consenting, but it's still adultery. You're only supposed to sleep with your one woman.
But what I'm saying is, I'm talking about specifically because
I had to say that.
What I'm saying is specifically an adulterous relationship. I don't believe that swingers and they would call that adultery because they consent to it and they're allowing it. What I'm saying,
still a sin?
No, what I'm saying,
Still,
I'm not talking about the Christian idea of adultery. What I'm saying is you cheat on your wife or your wife cheats on you without your know-abouts. How is that going to help your relationship? How is that good?
I mean, I really can't argue that. Well, I really can't, but we're going to go with this one. Look. Look at me. Right here in the ass.
In the ass?
Right here in the ass. The ass.
I keep
hearing
ass. I don't want to look at your ass. No thanks.
But, no, like, here we go. Right here. I can't. I give up on this one.
No, come on, man.
There ain't nothing.
Make up some shit.
Make up some shit. I got some shit to make up, but I can't figure out where it's going to end up good. Well, the only thing I can think of, it's you get tired of being with the same person. You want to sneak out, get you a little something, but she's cool with it too. She's been doing the same thing, and y'all end up sleeping with each other's friends, and all y'all's friends are cool. We're all cool, That's how it works out, man. It's got to work out. You got to have that right woman, that right man, and I guarantee it's not that bad, They're living right now. Like they probably got like 4 different kids that they don't know who's the baby daddy, because they've been sleeping around, But that's not bad,
I think that's very bad.
That's not bad. What's the statistic on how many
Statistic?
statistic on how many people actually are with mom and dad? There's not a lot of just real mom and dad with their stepdads. Stepdads are cool. I had a cool stepdad. He was cool.
Not all stepdads are cool.
Not all stepdads, but you wish you had a stepdad.
No, I don't. The stepdad wasn't even my stepdad, but he's the reason that I don't live with my mother.
But I mean, a better one. I don't know. Like, see, I can't argue this with you, bro. There's nothing in the. The only thing I can say, it's not a thing. Adultery is not a thing. It's not a thing.
It doesn't exist?
It doesn't exist. What do you mean? We're just giant cavemen walking around and cave women.
Just fucking whatever the fuck comes by.
They're like, you. No. Fuck.
All right. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and go to the next topic. That one was a good little bit of a test run. I'll be the devil's advocate this time. So, the argument is cigarettes are bad. You will be taking the stance of cigarettes are bad, and I will be arguing that they are good. Cigarettes are bad for your health. Cigarettes are bad, all that good stuff.
Yeah. So I'm saying cigarettes are bad.
No, you're saying cigarettes are good. I'm the devil's advocate. No, you're saying cigarettes.
Yeah.
You confused me by asking that question. You're saying cigarettes are bad, and I'm the devil's advocate saying they're good. I have to argue that they're good.
All right.
Okay. So
cigarettes are bad for your health. I mean, they're so bad. You don't need to be, doing the vapes, cigarettes, all that stuff. I don't know how you can prove to me it is not hurting you. It's not damaging your lungs.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
I don't think you're ready.
I don't think so either.
Okay. Cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
Ready? They help you because you like heaven, right?
Yeah.
Heaven's a cool place. I mean, no one's ever been there. They're still alive right now, right?
Right.
But wouldn't you want to get there faster? Wouldn't you want to get to heaven as quick as possible? If you're a godly man, you can still smoke cigarettes. Nothing in the Bible says you can't.
Yeah, it is. You're defying the temple.
Defying the temple?
Yeah, it literally says you can't, tattoos are bad, smoking cigarettes, that's damaging your body.
Depends on the religion, but not
you said a holy man, heaven.
Not necessarily, though. Not necessarily.
That's all religion. That's all Christianity.
I'm not really into the Christianity, but I was literally watching a Orthodox Christian man debate on whether or not, because this one person said alcohol is a sin and all this stuff, and he was like, where does it say that alcohol is a sin? Where does it say that I can't smoke cigarettes? It doesn't say that.
It says you're defying the temple. You can't defy the temple.
Your body is a temple, yes, but that means you don't, physically harm. Yeah, smoking cigarettes. That's
physically harming yourself.
Mentally, I don't think cigarettes really.
Mentally, what do you mean?
I don't think cigarettes actually hurt you. It's a lie. It's all a lie. Cigarettes help you.
What about all the people that died of?
They didn't die from cigarettes. It's a government plot, dude. What are you talking about?
But why would they tax it if it was a government plot?
It's a government plot because they want less people. They want the best of the best, the richest of the rich, the actors and the politicians. They want them to be the last people standing. They don't want any, peasants in the way of their great world that we live in. They want the world to themselves.
I think you're wrong, and I think cigarettes are bad for you, and you can't argue that they're not.
You're not arguing that they're bad. You're just saying they're bad.
No, I'm.
And you're just saying that they're bad for your health.
They damage your lungs. It's proven. I could.
Where? I don't see. You're not pulling up any statistics.
I don't have any statistics
exactly.
right now. There ain't no Wi-Fi in this place right now.
Exactly.
You didn't let me prepare for this.
So you cannot prove to me that cigarettes are actually bad for you. How do we know that because they smoke cigarettes they got cancer?
Because they smoked cigarettes and their lungs were black. And
But maybe they suck too much dick. Maybe dick gives you cancer.
I mean, what? Can I file HR on this right now?
How do we know that there was an actual connection
Because science, bro. What do you mean?
between
You can't
cigarettes
what do you mean? You're like,
and cancer.
what do you mean? You're all like, it's a lie. It's all a lie. And what do you mean?
It's all a lie.
It's all a lie?
It's all a government plot.
Dude, you know, they're going to put you in a loony bin for thinking like
They're
this.
poisoning you with the drinking water and blaming it on cigarettes.
They're turning the fucking frogs
They're
gay.
turning the fucking frogs gay.
Shout out Alex Jones. But no, like you can't prove. No, cigarettes are bad, man.
You can keep saying that over and over again.
I used to smoke cigarettes,
Hey,
and I couldn't
I did
breathe.
too. And guess what? They made me feel great.
They made you feel
They
great.
made me feel amazing. I could run while I smoked a cigarette.
But after you're done smoking cigarettes, you felt that. You felt that.
No, I wish I could go back.
You wish you could go back.
I wish I could go back.
Oh damn.
But now, if I die from some other thing and there's no connection to the cigarette because I don't smoke anymore, then it is a government plot, and I'm proved right by dying. Exactly.
You gotta die to prove. That's the only way this is happening. You still haven't convinced me until you die. And you didn't smoke cigarettes, and you did smoke cigarettes at one point, and they didn't kill you. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I can guess. I can kind of see where you're going there. You know, it's not actually killing you if you smoke them every day for the rest of your life. Yeah, it will kill you. But there's people that smoke cigarettes all the way until they're there. I think you. Got
What if
me.
you ass puff? Because you know you can butt chug, right? What if you butt puff?
I mean, Steve-O has done that.
Can cigarettes give you ass cancer? Colon cancer? I believe that's what it's called.
I mean, does it?
If you inhale it through your
Oh my God,
rectal, right?
Yeah.
It'll hit your bloodstream faster. Just like if you butt chug, you get fucked up a lot faster. Never done it myself, and I don't think I ever will. But you would
That's
get
a lot of-
you'd get the nicotine rush a lot
Yeah,
faster.
It'd be
And
like
would it give you?
It'd be like
colon cancer.
No, it wouldn't give you colon cancer. It would definitely give you asshole cancer. See now I'm sitting here like plotting with you. God damn it, you already proved me right. But I mean, like, yeah, like I mean, you it'd be like that. You know, when you take a really bad poop after eating spicy stuff, and you have that like little burn after burn. That's what it's gonna feel like smoking cigarettes through there. Like just a little crystallized menthol taste. At least your farts wouldn't. I mean, they would smell like cigarettes.
Yeah, but that's if you smoke menthol cigarette. What if you just smoke Marlboro Reds? You know.
You're gonna smell like a Marble Red every time you fart. Like, goddamn, so it's spark up Marble.
Cloud of smoke just comes out every time you fart.
Fucking sitting in court right now behind me, a guy farts and it smells like a Marble Red. They're like, "No smoking, sir."
I smoked like a couple hours ago. It's just coming out now.
Rolling smoke, coming back down, gravity. No, they're still bad for you. That's definitely bad because if you smoked it through your ass, you're gonna get cancer that way. You're gonna die. You can't bring me to the Lord faster by smoking cigarettes. It ain't happening, buddy.
You would. You die faster, and as long as you're a godly man.
Yeah, but
no,
that's suicide.
You ask forgiveness for your sins, right? You don't kill yourself. You
can ask, but it's not going. It's not.
You're not actively killing
you
yourself.
You gotta change.
At like you hear you get cancer, right? You get cancer, right? You start dying from the cigarette, right? You immediately stop smoking, right? You're still dying. You go get baptized. You ask the Lord's forgiveness. Then you just die of the cancer. You get to heaven faster.
Yes, but you're still.
Yes.
You're still. I'm not saying you're supposed to go to heaven, but yes, no, because you're not right. You know, like you're not right, man. Because even though you stopped smoking and then you committed your life to the Lord, there's no promise that you go to heaven because that smoking is
the Pope said there's no hell. So where am I going? If
purgatory.
Not,
That's the only exception.
If not heaven, where am I going?
But. Yeah, we're going purgatory.
What the fuck is purgatory?
That nothingness, the void.
So the atheist way of thinking, you just die and you see all black.
Yeah, you don't get to go to heaven. You're gonna be like it says.
So there isn't actually hell. You just
heaven is you're gonna be with God. You're gonna be with the light. And when it says you go to hell,
I thought only the famous people got to go meet God. I thought us peasants couldn't do that.
I don't know.
I thought we stayed on like the the lower middle class of heaven, and the rich people got to saying the penthouses by God.
Yeah, God's in a giant penthouse. And we hadn't got the invitation. We're in his like cul-de-sac, but we're not in his penthouse.
Okay, so well in that there, I will concede to you that yes, cigarettes are bad. Okay, fine. Even though I definitely think they can definitely make you get to heaven faster, and that was my main argument. But whatever.
That doesn't help.
Anyways, so you see what I did there? So it doesn't necessarily. We're just trying to have some fun here. It doesn't necessarily need to make sense, right? You're just trying to find a
that
place.
First one you said it was easy. That wasn't that
trying to find a place to argue from. Yeah, it is.
I can't make up shit like that. Off the fly.
Say your wife doesn't want to fuck, right? You need to let go of that, pimped up sexual desire.
That's literally what I said, but I didn't say.
No,
it that
you were
way.
saying to go to swingers and shit, and that's not to me. In my opinion, that's not really adultery. If you're if you're consenting to sleeping with other people in your marriage or in your relationship, that isn't really adultery because you can't be adulterous if you're not really trying to be completely monogamous. That's just my opinion because that just doesn't make sense. If you're trying to be monogamous and you're trying to be with one another and then you go sleep with someone else, that's adultery. If you're already agreed to go sleep with other people, that's not really adultery. That's just your relationship. That's just how it goes.
Exactly. That's why it's good for you. See, they're happy.
But it's not.
They're happy.
Most polygamous relationships are not good. And I'm sorry for people that are in polygamous relationships, but most of them are not very good relationships. They usually don't end that well.
If you get a good
and it's not very good for marriage.
I need backup.
And imagine having kids.
But let's go to the next one.
Okay, the next one you will be devil's.
If y'all have kids and y'all got a relationship like that, definitely.
That's not good for you right there. It's definitely not good for the children, for sure. But moving on to the next topic. So, you will be a devil's advocate for this one. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You ready? You prepared? Okay. The topic is God. You're going to argue that God isn't real. Even though you believe in God. And I'm going to argue that he is, even though I don't believe in God.
Nice.
So, we're sort of, on a little bit of opposite ends of the spectrum,
Right.
You're arguing for something that you don't believe in, and I'm arguing. So, we're sort of both devil's advocates on this one.
Right.
Didn't really expect it to go like this. I didn't think of us switching back and forth.
He's going to have to do that. You're like, oh, wait, I'm doing it.
But staying true to the flipping back and forth. And like I said, I'm not trying to get super controversial. This is all just jokes. If you believe in God, no issue.
I believe in God.
No problem.
This is easy.
I don't have any qualms.
God forgive me.
So, once again, you're devil's advocate. You're arguing that God isn't real, and I'm arguing that he is. So, God is real. And it depends on the God we're talking about. I'm talking about the Christian God. I believe that the Christian God is real. If you just look at history, there's actual proof that Jesus Christ did exist and he was alive in history. No one can disprove that. His prophets were real. His apostles were real. A lot of people say that the resurrection and all that stuff is mythology. How? How could it be mythological? He was real. His prophets were real. His apostles were real. Many, many people saw these things that happened. It wasn't like just, one or two people making up some shit. There were a lot of people who saw these things happening and witnessed these things for themselves and wrote about it, not connected to Jesus or his apostles. These writings are out there. And why, if God isn't real and, Christianity, and all this is fake, why is it one of the longest lasting religions? Why has it spread so far in such a short amount of time? It is one of the largest religions in the world, and it seems to be losing a little bit of ground now, but we can bring that back. We can bring that back. I don't see there being any evidence against God's existence. there doesn't seem to be any evidence against God's existence.
Okay.
So, what would you say? How can you disprove? How can you prove to me that God doesn't exist?
All right. You said all that fine and dandy. God was not here. No one saw God. Certain prophets saw God. There was not multiple people, only prophets. Only these crazy 12 people walking through a desert with a guy named Jesus. And for the people that think he was white, no. Jesus, it's factually proven that he is real. I can't prove to you, but God, that is just saying that's his father. We know who the fucking father is.
How did Mary get pregnant?
You know when you're fucking young and there's a daughter and her father, she's not going to tell her father, "Oh, I was saving myself for marriage." Especially back then, in that time, you were supposed to save yourself for marriage. You didn't go sleeping with other people, and they went and. You can't tell me. Men are fucking dirty.
But back then, fathers watched over their daughters. No. This is exactly true. Back then, it's not like nowadays. Back then, men had a lot more respect than men do nowadays. And that's just the truth. Especially in that era, because they would ask the father to, get to know the daughter.
Right.
And the father had watch over the daughter with an iron fist. That
Right.
daughter didn't have much freedom to do anything without the father's say so or knowing. So the father watches over every aspect of her life. He would know if she's banging some dude, especially in a small town where there's not a lot of people. How would he not know? He would literally hear his daughter crying out next door to the guy that she's banging.
I mean, honestly, I'm telling you right now, they went out in the pasture with them sheeps. I'm telling you, the sheeps get the
So Jesus is a sheep. Is a sheep baby?
He was fucking laying in a manger, dude. I'm telling you, this guy ain't special.
So you're saying Mary fucked a sheep and had a kid?
No, Mary and Joseph went into the pasture where the sheep were. They were all bah and shit, and they got down and dirty. It's the middle of the night. You can't tell me. One, if you want to bring it all back to wherever God's book was saying about Adam and Eve.
God's book was saying.
Adam and Eve, freaking... When she went into the freaking garden and she ate one of them apples.
Garden of Eden, yeah.
Yeah.
But that was Lucifer's fault.
That's not Lucifer's fault. That was a snake. It didn't say nothing about goddamn Lucifer. And this is the very beginning of the book. We don't even know who the fuck Lucifer is.
The snake symbolizes Satan, and Satan convinced.
It doesn't say though in those scriptures. It doesn't say anything. But it says a snake
symbolizes Lucifer because the snake talked to Eve and convinced her that it was okay to take a bite out of the apple, which made God angry.
Yeah, and then he released sin into the world.
And he said, "Smite this bitch."
Exactly. Now you're telling me right now, who fucking saw that? Who? Because Adam and Eve weren't writing these goddamn books. How did they see that?
God told them, obviously.
God told them.
Yeah.
Who? Who's God?
Who's God? God is an omnipotent being. He has no true form.
What? So he has no form. So he is nothing.
Being.
He's not existent. Jesus
his form was whatever form he wants to take on. He is an omnipotent being.
Jesus was proven here, but God wasn't here. Where the fuck was God? I don't see him. Is there a picture of him?
Okay, then how can you explain the universe being created? How can you explain our world being created?
Fucking science, dude. Have you not been paying attention?
Give it to me.
The Big Bang. Literally all fucking...
The Big Bang has not been proven.
It's a theory, and I mean you can't
exactly.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We can't rely on a goddamn book that was written by 40 million different people.
How would the Big Bang? This is the main. I know your science shit that you're talking about, and they say they have no way to tell how the Big Bang would have even started. If there was a Big Bang, and there was nothing before that, how did the Big Bang occur? It doesn't make it. Scientists say this all. Astrologists say this all the time.
We're not smart enough. We're a bunch of fucking monkeys, dude.
How does this make any sense?
We're making it up. Exactly. How does God make sense? How does a giant omniscient being...
You have to have something to make. You can't have nothing to make something.
Okay. Where is he? Where's God? How did he make it? How did he make it?
How did he make it?
Yeah.
He snapped his fingers and it was done.
No, he didn't. How?
It's 7 days. First, he said, "Let there be light, motherfuckers." And guess what? Light switch flipped on.
Yeah, that's in a book written by a whole bunch of people that weren't around when that was happening.
Yeah, but you know what the prophets were, right?
Yeah, there were a bunch of 12 crazy men walking around the hot-ass desert saying they see someone and follow a guy named Jesus.
Yeah.
That was all real. Where is God in those 12 disciples and Jesus? Where is God?
Where is God?
Yeah, where's God?
In heaven. I assume he was talking to them through their fucking heads because he has the control, because he's an omnipotent being. He has power that you can't.
Are you listening to yourself?
He has power that you can't understand.
Are you listening
to
yourself?
That none of us can understand.
Exactly. Are you listening to yourself? You can't understand what you're saying, so how are you trying to prove something that you can't understand?
You don't understand what you're saying.
What do you mean? I understand.
How was the universe and everything created?
We don't understand that. We don't know that. We theorize on that. We theorize that God is a real person, but he ain't. Where is it proven?
Where is it proven? Read the Bible.
The Bible written by 12 crazy fucking men.
How do you know they were crazy? Did you do a psyche eval on them?
No, but
exactly.
They were walking around.
So you can't. You know what they were all doing? Desert. You know what they were all doing back then in that area? Walking around. Every single person was walking around a fucking desert.
But they traveled from city to city to city to city. Bro.
You know what a lot of other people were doing? Traveling from city to city to city because they needed, traders needed to trade their goods. Walking through the desert and shit like that. What was the death rate
on them people?
Pretty high.
And how?
So how did they survive exactly? God walked them through that. God helped them get through the troubles and tribulations.
They never said God walked with them.
God helped them get through that. How do you think they survived when everybody else was dying around them?
Why would God flood the earth? Why would
his wrath? It even says it. He has a wrath. He does. And if
he has a wrath?
Wrath.
Oh, so he gave them a raft.
Wrath.
A raft? Like to float on the river?
I don't think you understand what wrath.
I know. You're
W-R-A-T-H.
You're saying wrath from something that I can't see and I don't know where it is. There's no pictures of it. There's no proof of it.
He has a wrath that you do not want to bring on.
I mean, that's
really, why the great flood happened.
Right now, you're a God believer, right? Right now, I'm sitting here talking about this. An omniscient being, a great being, would strike me down for talking like this about him.
Nope.
No?
No.
How? Why?
Because you have your own free will, and you're allowed to make your own choices. You're allowed to make. God doesn't control every little thing you do. You are allowed to put yourself in sinful and demonic
he knows
ways.
everything that's going to happen and what's going to happen. So if he knows all that, because he's an omniscient being, he knows everything.
He wants to try and help guide you. He wants to help guide you. He's not going to control your life. That's why there is sin, and that's why there are you. I don't believe in demons, but I believe you are your own demon, and the more sin you have, the more demonic you become. And that is why God tries to help you and guide you. That's why you pray. That's why you try and live a godly Christian life so that you don't have sin and demons in your life so that you can live a happy life and die happy. I mean, just look at it. So, most people that live with Christian values and marry and have children, they report that they are the happiest, the happiest people when they are older, when they are grandparents or when they're seniors, because they followed the correct morals and the correct groundwork that God and his prophets laid out.
Listen here.
Jesus Christ died on the cross for our sins.
You can say that. That guy got crucified by the Roman fucking Empire. Fucking got crucified.
And God was going to smite them down. God was going to destroy them. But Jesus said no.
I think it was, wasn't it the Persians that took out the Rome? I mean, I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't think that was God.
Persian take it. No. Listen, let me finish what I'm saying. God was going to smite down the people who crucified Jesus. But Jesus said, no, forgive them for their sins. I will take all their sins upon my shoulder. Jesus took the sins of all humans and put them on his shoulder so that we didn't have to die. He died for our sins.
Okay.
God was going to
Now
smite them down.
Tell me a man or a being or anyone that would just willingly let their son die and then listen to their dying son say, no, they do not know what they've done. I know exactly. They were like, dude, he says in the Bible, they written by a bunch of crazy fucking hot ass, dehydrated, walking through a desert ass people they were seeing. I mean, they said a magical bush lit on fire and it was God lighting the bush on fire. It's a fucking desert.
That's called an STD.
No, there was God damn it. No, there was a bush.
Yes, I understand.
And
The burning bush. Yes, I understand.
The burning bush, yeah.
I understand what you're saying. What I'm saying is, okay, the reason why he would let that happen is because he cannot control humans' free will. He made that into his own power. He can't just control what we do whenever we do it. We have our own free will.
He's so powerful.
We have our own control.
This guy's so powerful, he had to put like binders on himself. You realize, like,
he
that
loves,
sounds pretty fictional
he loves,
to me.
No, he loves all humans. He doesn't want to see them, but humans make their own. He does not want to interact with the humans' free will. He doesn't. Maybe he could, maybe he couldn't. No one can really understand him because he is God.
Dude, you're getting crazier by the minute, dude. You're sounding like one of them Kool-Aid drinkers, and I'm not drinking the fucking Kool-Aid, all right? I'm telling you right now, there's no way. There's no way.
There's no possible way.
There's no possible way.
No possible, without a shadow of a doubt. You say there's not even 0.001% chance that God exists.
You know what it is?
That doesn't make any sense.
You know what? You
have to at least give me some leeway that he could exist.
No.
You can't say for sure that you know that he doesn't.
No, I know for sure. You want to know?
How do you know? You've seen him?
No, I'm giving you the straight fact right here.
You've seen the beginning of time?
No.
And how everything was created?
I'm going to give you the straight fact right here from real life shit right here. Sam and Dean Winchester.
Oh my fucking
killed God.
Shut the fuck up.
In season 15.
That's a TV show, you dumb fuck.
What do you mean?
That's a TV show.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about make-believe because you're still talking about someone I don't know and a bunch of crazy fucking people from billions of years
You don't know
ago.
Donald Trump, but he exists, right? He's on TV.
Yeah. I can see proof of that.
But you've never met him.
But
he could be CGI on TV.
Hey, that's still being so I could still see what Donald Trump would look like.
I'm
as
just saying,
CGI.
you saying just because you don't see something doesn't means it doesn't exist. Doesn't make any sense.
What do you mean?
Just because you don't see something, it doesn't exist. That doesn't make any sense. That's literally it's a logical fallacy. That makes no sense. You don't see oxygen, but oxygen exists.
I know that. You could see oxygen though.
You don't see gravity, but gravity exists.
That's an unseen force. Yeah, I will agree with that.
All I'm saying is
but you're talking about.
All I'm saying is that is not a good argument. Saying that just because I can't see something means it doesn't exist. That doesn't make any sense.
You're taking it down to that simple fact that I can't see him, that he doesn't exist.
That's what you said.
But you're talking about a god, a deity. That's what this is. He's a giant omniscient being. He could be in any shape or form. He has to be made of something, and you have to be able to see it. It's a person. You're saying a person.
No, you don't.
So he can just be. He could just be nothingness.
He could be whatever the hell he wants to be. He could be the oxygen around us right now. We could be breathing him in.
We could be breathing in God.
What I'm saying is
your argument. How do you know it's oxygen? How do you know that there's oxygen in air? That's just a. We think that's oxygen. We don't.
What?
I mean, you're sitting here thinking. You're like, all right. We have this.
Think that it's oxygen? No, we know it's oxygen.
How do we know it's oxygen?
How do we know it's oxygen? Because we can look at the molecules through. I mean, we can break it down and see. Okay, we breathe in. We've studied plants. We know what carbon dioxide is.
Yeah.
We know what oxygen.
Where's the studies?
We have tests for this thing.
Where's the studies on who God was and where He looks like and how He looks like? There's nothing on that. There's
the church.
There's just a Bible, and then there are people that read the Bible. They read the same damn
Manuscripts
pages
and other things as well. There's other things that have been found too about God, and yeah, no, it isn't just the Bible. There are other things too.
There's other things, but they're all written by the same crazy people. And there's other ones that you said, like the people that saw Jesus and everything. None of them motherfuckers said they saw God.
But they saw the miracles that Jesus performed.
They
How
saw-
can you explain those miracles? Him coming back to life.
Black magic.
Him. Hold up. Wait a minute. So black magic is real, but God isn't, and Jesus Christ. That makes zero fucking sense.
I mean, you're sitting here telling me about something that doesn't exist. That doesn't exist, and then I'm bringing up something that doesn't exist, and you're getting mad that I'm bringing up something that really doesn't
I'm saying
exist.
it doesn't make any fucking sense.
What do you mean?
Your argument is that God isn't real, and then you're bringing up black magic. That's not a good argumentative stance.
I'm not bringing it up as another argument in stance. I'm bringing it up as a fucking like you're sitting here saying that God is real. I'm telling you God is not fucking real.
And then you bring up black magic.
Yes, because black magic is not real, right? And I'm letting you know that you're wrong.
I don't know that black magic isn't real.
How do you know that? I mean, how do you? I was about to say, how do you know that black magic's not real?
I don't know that it is or isn't real. It could be, without a doubt.
So how do you know that God is real?
Because He's spoken to me in my dreams.
He has spoken to you?
Yep. I'm a prophet, motherfucker.
All right, guys. We gotta really call the fucking schizo box because he is going insane. I can see it on his face. He is insane.
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay.
Exactly. Exactly. You don't know what I'm talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. If
I know. No, I didn't say. I didn't say I don't know what I'm
No.
talking about. I said I don't know what you're talking about. You don't make no sense. All of your arguments have been completely just nonsensical. They didn't make any sense. I'm sorry, but you have
mean?
not
You're
proven to me
talking
without a shadow of a doubt that God doesn't exist.
How?
You haven't proven to me without a shadow of a doubt.
Where is
How
it
can you prove it to
written
me?
down?
Exactly. How can you prove it to me? Prove it to me.
I mean, how can you prove that he's real?
Look at the earth around you. Look at the miracles that have happened. Look at the crazy things, the crazy times that we live in. Look at the prophecies.
Wait.
No, the prophecies. No.
I wanna bring this back.
No. Let me finish what I'm saying. Then you can look at the prophecies. Look at the prophecies that were written about the end days. Look at what's going on around us. The prophecies are coming true. The end times are ahead of us, and they're very close. If you look at all the prophecies that have been written long fucking time ago,
But hell doesn't exist.
they're coming true. That's what the Catholic guy said. Catholics are crazy.
That's Christian. Ain't it? I mean, they
There's
have
there's-
all
no,
the
there's
stuff.
there's different types of Christians.
No, they have all. I know there's different types of Christians, but they have majority of all the shit that you're saying that's proving that God is real.
Yeah, but
So-
Orthodox Christians as well, and other like the Holy Trinity and all that. There's different types of Christians, but I wouldn't subscribe to Catholic beliefs.
So, you're saying that there's multiple crazy groups that believe that this guy is real, and that these other crazy people.
You're acting like you don't know religion exists.
I know religion exists, but they're all fucking lies. They're all fucking lies. We could talk about
But
any
how
other
do
God.
you know?
Where is writing or proof?
Writing?
I need
Bible.
proof.
You said writing. Bible.
The Bible. The Bible
It's
proves.
written in the Bible.
No, it's
Long fucking
it was
time ago.
written in the Bible by a bunch of crazy other people. People make up shit all the time. Well, how are you gonna? How do we not know this? They just made this shit up. How we do not know that they're just slaves that just wanted a way out, and they wanted to.
How could 12 people come up with something that completely out of pocket, out of nowhere, together, all writing the same story? All writing the same story, writing about Jesus, writing about all these different stories that happened in different places, different times.
Hey, everyone smokes some of the same shit, you know? There's a group of smokers. There's a group of meth addicts. Opioids. I mean, there was definitely opioids back then. There were some opioid dens, shit like that. They definitely were smoking on something, dude. I mean, Native Americans were smoking out of peace pipes. God damn it. Fucking Christians, but they motherfuckers were high. Dude, we can't take anything they say is literal. how do we?
But why not? You still.
There's no proof.
I've brought forth plenty of evidence. You haven't brought forth a single shred. All you keep saying is it doesn't make any sense and it's not real. Where is the evidence that it isn't real? Where's the evidence? I've given you. I've
already told you that the evidence that Jesus was there. That Jesus, a guy that was born from another woman.
You're already telling me what you've. What I'm saying is you haven't said anything to disprove. All you've been saying.
You're disproving yourself by saying that. You literally just said it's God, and a bunch of people are saying it.
I brought up prophecies that were written thousands of years ago that are coming true today. I brought up the fact that all the other religions? All these people wrote about different things in different places at different times. I'm bringing up you
were saying like God does all these miracles and stuff like that. You said also that He doesn't want to act upon the world. He lets everyone have their own free will. So why would He all of a sudden just make a miracle?
If I said God, I didn't mean to say God. I meant Jesus. Jesus was the one who performed miracles while He was here walking the earth.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is I have said multiple things, like just, maybe not concrete evidence, but definitely evidence that makes you think, okay, maybe you have said is 12 crazy people walking through a desert. That's all the evidence that you have brought forth saying it doesn't exist.
Just because a bunch of people say it's true, doesn't make it true.
I'm not saying that.
What do you mean?
Back then, you know why He was crucified on the cross, because He was basically spouting what they thought was nonsense. Yes, but then after all that, the religion still survived and it still thrived. Because it is bigger than.
A bunch of people saw a guy get fucking.
He was
killed.
A martyr. And he died for the sins, and then they saw him resurrect, and that was what really put the nail in the coffin.
He resurrected?
Have you not heard of the resurrection of Christ?
The guy who got hung and stabbed on a cross came back alive.
Have you not heard of the resurrection?
So now you're telling me that this guy died on a cross and then got back up again?
They buried him, and he came back. I forget exactly how many days later, but yes.
I think it was 3 days. But how? How did he come back? I mean, that doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, his dad just was like, hey.
See, you're still not proving anything. God.
You can say all the shit you're saying that is proof.
No, all I'm saying is I have brought forth plenty of things, and you just keep saying 12 crazy people and Jesus. 12 crazy people and Jesus. Come on now. Bring me some evidence. How did your universe be created? And give me evidence that how your universe was created. Bring me the evidence.
I have no idea how this world was created. I can tell you right now. I don't have a lick of idea.
Okay, then give me that there's a chance. There's a chance that God is real. That's what I'm saying. You don't know it all. You don't know anything. So wouldn't it be better? Wouldn't it be better from just even from an atheist standpoint? Wouldn't it be better to believe in God and Him not exist?
No, I don't want to get my hopes up.
What I'm saying is if you believe in God and He does exist, then and you follow the way of the Christianity or whatever religion, and He does exist, and you go to heaven, that'd be better than not believing in God and Him being real, and then you going wherever the hell, purgatory, hell, whatever it may be. What I'm saying is, from a philosophical standpoint, it is better to believe and Him not be real than believe in Him be real, or not believe in Him be real. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
It's better. It's better to have it and not need it.
You're still saying you want to have blind faith to it. You're just gonna.
That's the point. It's all faith. It's all faith. You have no idea how any of this shit started that we call life. Yet you want to argue that God doesn't exist. It just doesn't make any sense or hold any water. You can say whatever you want to say, but believing in God is better than having no beliefs at all.
No.
Yes.
you have to. You're telling me you go to church on Sundays.
Sometimes Wednesdays too.
And sometimes Wednesdays. And sometimes you have those Friday nights at the teen group and stuff.
I don't go to that, but Wednesdays and Sundays.
Yeah. So you got Wednesdays and Sundays. You're gonna go give your money to a church that money's supposed to go to God.
You don't have to give money to church, but
you don't. But God says you have to give 10%.
But the whole thing is people get this misconstrued that God said that in the Bible it says money is the root of all evil. It doesn't. It never says that. Money is not. He just wants you to use what you are given. He doesn't want you to waste anything. You are given your money, everything you get.
So how do you know this?
The Bible. Have you read the Bible?
Yeah, I've read the Bible, but I don't remember him telling.
He doesn't want you to be wasteful. If you get something, he wants you to use it. And he wants you to use it properly. That's
the Bible's in the fictional section, right?
No.
Yeah, if you go to the library, it's in the fictional section.
No, not the libraries I go to.
Church. Yeah, church. You ain't got no library in there except for fucking little kids' books in the back.
There are churches with libraries in them.
I guess.
Big ones. Yeah.
Big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a library in your church?
Library. Never mind. I was gonna say something.
But you still can't prove to me that he is real.
You have brought forth no facts that he isn't.
And you brought proof of writings and stuff of people.
Yes, history that's been passed down from a very, very long time ago. Yes, but you can trust history more than you can trust you just saying, "Oh no, it just doesn't make sense." You haven't proven anything. All you keep saying is it doesn't make sense and it doesn't exist.
That exactly right there.
That's not proof. That's not proving anything. That's not proving anything.
How does it not prove anything?
Because you're not bringing forth anything to disprove.
What do you mean?
I
brought forth all the knowledge.
You're just saying things that are they were crazy. How do you know they were crazy? I just assume they're crazy. It's all assumptions.
And you're assuming that.
No, I met Jesus. I was alive back then. I was one of the prophets.
You were one of the prophets? God damn it, I knew it, Jonathan. Fucking A. Yeah, no, there's
Just give me. Just this is all I want. Just give me that there's at least at the very least a chance. It could be a small chance. It could be a 1% fucking chance. I don't give a fuck. A chance that God exists. And I'll give you that there's a chance, a very small, slim chance, very, very slim, very, 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 very fucking slim chance that he doesn't. I'll give that to you just for the sake of fucking ending this shit because you aren't making any sense whatsoever.
We'll go with that because I'm telling you right now, there's no way you can prove to me that he is real.
I'll whip up my cock.
That's proof.
And that'll prove it to you, yeah. You'll see God.
God damn. Oh my God, they were true. You can't look at upon his face.
My winky was the key.
Right? Jesus Christ. You got me on this fucking rant.
Okay. So you agreed with me that God exists. Cool. Totally, 100% agree with me. Good debate. Okay, good debate. Good debate.
You can't prove it, man. You can't prove it.
You already said you agreed. So we'll move.
Agree to disagree.
We'll move. Well, you already said you agreed, so you can't just retract. Anyways, that was fun. I think we might have time for one more quick one. We'll do a fun one. I'm going to argue that we're going to talk about pot, weed, which you just took a hit of. I don't know if anybody heard that. But so we're going to talk about that. You're going to take the stance that it is because you were devil's advocate last time, so I'm going to be devil's. So you're going to take the stance that it's good. And I'm going to take the stance that it's bad.
All right. So I'm gonna tell you right now, weed is good for you. It's proven to help with cancer. It's also. What do you mean? What do you mean? There is proven. There's people out there that use medical marijuana to help with their cancer. That helps with pain, nausea,
symptoms, not the actual cancer itself.
It doesn't cure. I didn't say it cures cancer. I said it helps with.
It helps them cope with the pain. Yes,
it's proven. That's good for you there.
But that doesn't mean it's good for everybody.
You're not letting me send my whole full evidence. I got all the proof. All right.
Yeah, but when you're spouting fucking nonsense, of course I'm
What do you mean nonsense? I'm speaking truth.
You're speaking about cancer patients. Yeah, dude, chemotherapy helps them get rid of the cancer. That doesn't mean it's good for them.
It's good for them. There's not a single overdose from marijuana. There's not one single overdose. So you can't die from it. You can't smoke too much of it.
That still doesn't mean it's good for you.
It doesn't mean it's bad for you either. You can't prove that, right? Now, look. You smoke weed. It calms everyone down. I guarantee the states that have legalized pot, their crime rates are down. It's proven.
No, it isn't.
It's proven.
Actually, it's the opposite.
It's the opposite?
Yes. Actually, the statistic is after weed was legalized in Colorado, California, Portland, I believe, like Oregon, actually their crimes, their violent crime and active crimes went up, and hard drug use went up after it was legalized, actually. And I'm not saying that it has anything actually to do, but there is something to go on there, because after, and there's no statistics showing that it has anything to do with the legalization of pot, but right after it was legalized, the crime rate went up and hard drug use went up.
That's because they're not selling weed no more. That's not saying that weed's bad.
No, they legalized it, and that happened.
Yeah, they legalized it. They sell. They're just. That means they were like, "Hey, weed is good. Let's give weed." Just because those statistics went up doesn't mean it's.
But you said.
I know I did say, but you proved me wrong there. Now I'm gonna. It's still like you said. It didn't prove that it caused that up. But
the causation is not correlation. Yes.
Yeah, so it's not correlation with it.
Not proven correlation. There could be, but we don't know.
I mean,
there could be other causes as well.
Let's say you're not even going with smoking with it. There is people out there that use hemp oils and stuff like that. That is still using THC. You can still catch it in your system from rubbing oils on your body. They have gummies that help you fall asleep. Lots of people use them. Plenty of people use them. CBDs and stuff like that. That's still weed. It's not the same weed that, Delta 9, but all that stuff, they have all this stuff. If it wasn't good for you, they wouldn't sell it.
Alcohol and cigarettes.
If it wasn't good for you, they wouldn't sell it. I'm going to keep saying that.
Alcohol and cigarettes.
If it wasn't good for
Donuts and sugary, fatty food.
If it wasn't
good for you. All kinds of shit that they sell that is not good for you.
If you couldn't ingest it or use it in any way, they wouldn't sell it.
That doesn't mean it's good for you.
Doesn't mean it's bad. You can't prove that it's bad.
Ready? Are you ready? Let me cook. You ready? You ready? I'm about to cook. So, pot. First off, inhaling anything into your lungs, smoke-wise, bad for your lungs. You shouldn't be inhaling any smoke.
No, but you said cigarettes are good for you.
That was a completely different one, a completely different topic. You can't even bring that other shit up. It was devil's advocate, okay? These are all bullshit fucking, just shut the fuck up.
Exactly. This is bullshit.
So
weed is good for you.
I disagree. And this is, honestly, I believe this is my true, I don't believe it's all bad, but I believe that it is like alcohol, in the way alcohol is definitely a lot worse than pot is, without a doubt. But in recreation, if you use pot every day, And there's plenty of forums on this.
Now
plenty
you're
of
talking about.
plenty
You're
of
talking
no
about,
no no.
this
Listen,
is
let me
the
no let me cook.
exception.
Let me cook.
That's
Let
the
me cook.
exception.
Let me cook. No 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 no.
That's the
No,
exception.
there
That's
are
not
more.
the rule.
No, there are more people that
You
smoke.
said recreational. That's why they sell it. They sell it in recreational use.
No, I'm talking. No.
And they also sell it in
No,
medical
listen,
use.
no, I'm not talking about the selling of it. I'm talking about the using of it.
Exactly.
More people smoke pot every single day than people that smoke pot on occasion.
I mean, I can't deny that fact, but you don't see these people dying, or
No,
you don't see people getting hurt.
But listen to what I'm saying. Yes, people are getting hurt, not physically, but mentally, because it makes you. And there are plenty of people that talk about this, plenty of forums, plenty of people that talk about this. It makes you stagnant in your life. Pot makes you feel comfortable. It does. It makes you feel super comfortable.
Exactly. It's only a disorder. It's not. There's nothing else that's hurting you. It's not addictive.
It does. It hurts you because if you smoke pot from the age of high school to say you smoke it in your 30s and you're just stuck in the same spot, and you could have done a lot more.
You're not stuck in the same spot because obviously you graduated high school. I mean, it's not gonna.
Can you? I'll let you talk. Let me cook.
I'll let you cook.
Pot. It does make you feel comfortable with where you're at. You can't grow by feeling comfortable all the time. You can't. That's you grow in when you're uncomfortable, when you're in a situation that you aren't used to. That's when you truly grow. If you smoke pot every single day and you're comfortable with where you're at in your life, even if you don't really feel like you're comfortable, but as soon as you smoke pot, you're like, I'm good. I got pot. You know, I got a job that pays decent. You know, maybe you even have a wife and a kid. You're comfortable with your life. You're comfortable, but you're not actually where you want to be.
That's not. You're still not proving that it's bad.
That's harming. That's harming you.
It's not harming me.
It is.
If I'm feeling comfortable, I mean, I'm comfortable.
It's making you feel. That is not true. You want to make yourself better. You don't want to stay at the same point you are in life for the rest of your life. You don't want to be 50 years old working at some, dead-end job that pays you a little more than minimum wage and just smoking pot. And like I said, I think smoking pot like every now and again, like, maybe you go to a party or something like that, not super bad for you. Yes, still inhaling it into your lungs, inhaling any smoke is bad for you. That's a proven fact. If you inhale smoke into your lungs, that is bad for you. It's bad for your lungs. It is. No matter what anyone says, if you inhale smoke into your lungs is not built to inhale smoke. You should not be inhaling smoke. That's period, end of story. Now, like you said, there are edibles and other things like that. But if you are an avid pot smoker, avid pot user, you do get stuck. You don't want to really move ahead. You are sort of stuck in the same spot. And yes, there are there are exceptions of people who have smoked pot and, done some great things. But I guarantee you they weren't smoking pot before they did these great things. I'd almost bet money on it. But smoking anything, first off, bad for your lungs. Secondly, pot makes you feel comfortable. You don't want to go anywhere. You don't want to do anything. You just, I'm going to go home, smoke, chill. I'm not going to really work on my life or work on anything. I'll just smoke. Just go out and smoke. Go out and chill.
I mean, how can you prove that? That's not just because
personal experience and a lot of other people saying it. Like I said, forums, other pot smokers, other people who quit spot. I believe that it is a younger, when you're a true adult, you sort of come off of it because you're like, I'm done with this. It was fun, in high school smoking, yada yada yada. But when you actually want to, grow and stop spending so much, and it costs money. Especially if you smoke it a lot, it can break the bank. You can be spending a lot of money on it. But I'm not talking about physical hurt, which once again, smoking is a physical harm to you if you smoke anything. Once again, I'm mainly talking about the mental aspect of it, the mental, and just your life. Yeah, it might not physically harm you. You're correct. No ODs, yada, yada, yada. But, like I said, you become very stagnant with where you are. You just want to go home, smoke, and chill. Watch some TV, watch some YouTube, whatever. That's all you want to do. You want to come home, relax, smoke, watch some TV.
That was you. That was you. You're saying off of personal experience and people.
But that's a lot of people that smoke pot. That's
only a percentage of them. That's not all. That's not all of them.
The majority, yes. Majority of people that smoke pot just want to chill and smoke.
I mean, but it's still.
I've met. I
you're
know
saying
a lot
this
of
is like
pots.
it's a bad thing. Like if they're
It
comfortable
is.
and stagnant where they're at, they're fine.
Okay, people are comfortable doing heroin. They feel good doing heroin. Doesn't mean it's good for you.
But we're not talking about heroin.
No, I'm making a comparison. Okay, you can't. It's a comparison. You can't be like, well, we're not talking. No, it's a comparison.
I mean, we weren't talking about black magic earlier, but you.
I just said that doesn't make any sense because that was a bad. But this comparison is you said that it's if they're comfortable, it doesn't harm them. People are comfortable doing meth than coke and shit like that. That doesn't mean it's not harmful. People are comfortable drinking alcohol every single day of their life and getting fucked up. Doesn't mean it's not hurtful.
Again, but this is weed. This is not. It's not.
No,
it's only,
I'm just going off of what you said. You said if you're comfortable, it isn't really hurting you. That's just not how it works. If you're comfortable, things can still hurt you if you're comfortable. That's the only thing I'm picking at because the argument that you gave me. Yeah. I'm sorry, it just doesn't really make much. It doesn't really hold much water because you said, well, if you're comfortable, it's not really hurting you. But things that make you comfortable can definitely still hurt you. Without a doubt, we can agree on that at least.
Yeah.
That things that can make you comfortable can still hurt you. Yes.
Right.
Okay. But what I'm saying is it makes you so comfortable with your life that you don't really want to move ahead. You don't want to move forward. You don't want to go anywhere. You don't want to do anything. You just want to come home, chill, smoke some pot. Maybe you'll play a video game or two. Maybe watch some TV. You might cook something, eat something. Makes you more hungry. Makes you spend more money on food. Makes you spend more money on pot. I mean, like I said, smoking at a party every now and again, like alcohol usage, not bad, not terrible for you. But if you're doing it every single fucking day, it definitely isn't good for you. It's not good to do any type of drug.
I mean, right. I'm telling you right now that you're still not proving that every drug hurts you in that case. Like taking pharmaceuticals still kill your liver. I mean, going with the weed, like it's gonna have its side effects, but you're still telling me
exactly
the good side effects.
There are things that are bad for you that people still do. Including, drugs can be worse for some people than they can be for other people.
Right.
And I don't really take pharmaceutical drugs like that anyway.
Well, you won this argument because you can't. I'm gonna sit here and argue like a dumb. I'm gonna be stubborn on this one.
Because like I said, it's not all bad.
Right.
But it can definitely be very bad for you if you do not use it. If you do not, just like with anything, and we can say this about anything, just like with anything, if you do not use it properly, it can be bad for you. That's why I'm saying it is bad, because a lot of people don't use it properly. They think exactly like you think, like, oh, well, no ODs, it doesn't really hurt me, and I can, it's less addictive, just as addictive as coffee. It's not like super, but if you drink too much coffee, that can be bad for you. If you drink too much, if you eat too much of something, if you drink too much of something, if you do too much of something, anything in too much quantity can be bad for you. And most people smoke pot all the time, every day. They're smoking a lot. They're not just smoking it on. And there is the exception. There are people who just eat a gummy every now and again, or go and smoke a blunt with their friends. But most people are smoking pot on the daily, high all the time. And being high all the time is not good for you. You need some sobriety so you can actually focus on what you need to do in your life and what you want to do and where you want to go.
Right. I mean, I feel like this is more like an ass chewing now. But fuck, we're really long on.
Yeah, we're running a little long. 1 hour 13 minutes. We're a little long. But no, I thought that was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I know. It felt like every topic I lost, no matter if I was arguing.
No. We had a good discussion. There's no winners. There was no losers. It was just a fun little. I had fun. Did you not have fun?
I had fun. It was good. I liked it. It was different than just talking about something,
Yeah, sort of multiple different little topics, just seeing our viewpoints on things. I mean, not really our complete and total viewpoints.
Yeah, some of those.
Yeah, because not exactly our viewpoints. Because devil's advocate. That's just what it does. But no, I hope our listeners enjoyed this episode. Also hope you can hear me a little bit better. Still working on the audio a bit because I've been hearing a lot from people that are listening and friends and family and stuff like that it's a little difficult to hear. So I'm hoping this time y'all can hear us a little better, well, at least me. Just trying to work out the kinks. This is our third episode, so it's gonna take a little bit of work and figuring out what's going on and all that stuff. But I hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, follow button. Hit that little bell.
Come on, share us, guys.
Ring that little bell. Oh yeah, share with all your friends, family too. Just click that share button and send it to people you think would enjoy listening. But yeah, no, I enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed this topic. Next week will be Damien's topic, Damien's episode. I'm sure he has something fun in store. If not, then he's probably planning on it already. But no, I had a lot of fun, and I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Once again, we are the Banter Bros, and I'm Minnie.
And I'm Damien.
And yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed. Podcast out.